diving into something really juicy which will take your blues skills to a whole new world. This is the legendary 12-bar blues structure. Let's first all experience it together with our ears. This is it. That's the 12-bar blues. Now, before we listen again, here's what I want you to try and notice on the next listen. Try to feel how the tension changes. Are there parts that feel relaxed, like it's down here, there's no tension? Are there parts that feel like they're building tension towards something? Maybe there are parts with lots of tension. And is there a moment where the tension resolves? Or maybe there are several moments like this. Let's listen again. Even if you've never studied music theory, your ears are much smarter than what many people think, than what you probably think. In the 12-bar blues structure, we are only hearing 3 chords. That's it. That's even less than most pop songs that you hear on the radio. Just 3 chords, and each one of them has a very clear emotional feel. There is the 1 chord. This is home. This is the chord where we feel the most relaxed. There is no tension. It can stay here forever, and we can think of it as down here, no tension. Then comes the 4 chord, and it comes and adds some tension. The tension rises to here. We can think about it like this. And finally, the 5 chord, that's the one with the most tension at all. That's where the music feels like this tension gotta solve itself. And then the cycle ends, the tension ends, we go back to the 1 chord, and then the 12-bar blues repeats all over again. Now don't worry for now about why they're called 1 chord, 4 chord, and 5 chord for now. It's a naming convention derived from the world of music theory, and you will understand it later. But for now, just listen and feel how you're hearing the differences between those chords. Let's give it a guided listen now. Start on the 1 chord. No tension. It's down here. Relaxed. Ooh, something changed. We're at the 4 chord. There is some tension. Back home. No tension. Now, most tension. Medium tension. Back home. Most tension again. Boom. The cycle repeats itself. You're about to see just how easy and satisfying it is to actually play the 12-bar blues out of your harmonica using what's called the Charleston Rhythm. And this is also going to be the basis of maybe thousands of jams that you're going to have in the future, like I use this rhythm thousands of times in my life. You might have already noticed that I've been giving you hints. Every time I played the 12-bar blues jam track, I showed you the tabs for how to play that chord on screen. So you're already familiar with some of this, but it's not really, as you know, about what notes to play, it's more about how to play them. So we're going to break it down exactly how to play the Charleston Rhythm through the 12-bar blues, and then I'm going to give you a couple of tips to make it even more interesting and more bluesy. And let's start with the first chord, the home chord, the 1 chord, the first line of the 12-bar blues, and the tabs that you see on the screen for this is -2, 3, 4 together. Written with no space between the numbers, and since there's no space between the numbers, it means we are aiming to play those 3 notes together. And also, since there's a minus in front of those 2, 3, 4, it means we're drawing air. So to play the 1 chord, we're drawing air through holes 2, 3, and 4 at the same time. That's your first chord. Now, instead of just playing the 12-bar blues and just drawing air, which is not going to sound bluesy, we're going to play it using the Charleston Rhythm. And it's kind of a bouncy groove where we do short, long, short, long. And notice that we really need to play it with this bluesy, this bouncy feel, bouncy or bluesy accent. So you can do, for example, the ta syllable. Give it a bit more of a punch in order to make it sound more bluesy. So let's give it a listen for how I'm playing the first line, just the first line of the 12-bar blues with this Charleston rhythm, and then it will be your turn. And we're already grooving. Now it's your turn. I'm going to play with you to remind you of the groove. And one more time again. Bounce with your body. How cool is that? You're already grooving. If you just played it, you're already sounding bluesy and you're playing something new here, a blues rhythm. Now, another thing is don't forget to breathe in between the draws, and that means also to blow air out, because we don't want you to just draw and draw and draw air without breathing out, because then obviously you will choke up. So let's try it again while remembering to breathe in between. So for example, it's very subtle when I take those. I'm taking air out of my nose, or you can just drop the harmonica and breathe out through your mouth when you have that 1 second in between those draws. Now, obviously, you don't have to do that after every draw, but you can even do it once every 2 or 3 or whenever you feel like. And obviously, once you get used to it, you're not even going to think about it. So let's give for now just one last run on the first line while you remember to also breathe. Now let's move on to the second line of the 12-bar blues, and if you remember, this is where the 4 chord comes in for 2 bars, the medium tension, followed by 2 bars of the 1 chord again. So for that 1 chord, we already know what we are about to play, the 2, 3, 4 draw. But what do we play for the 4 chord? We play 4, 5, 6 blow. Together. That's your new chord. This is how to play the 4 chord on your harmonica. Same rhythm, but now we're going to blow out through holes 4, 5, and 6 together. Try it yourself. And without the background music, let's practice the full second line, 2 bars of the. Then back to. Quick side note, this lesson that you're now watching is part of the blues course that you can access through the link in the first comment and in the description. And the blues course will teach you how to become a great blues player in the shortest time possible. It's also part of the Harmonica in 7 Days system, which actually also has 3 courses, not just the blues, but it will also teach you how to play your favorite songs in a very beautiful way, not just in the basic beginner way, and also how to play your favorite songs just by ear without having to rely on tabs anymore. We're more than halfway through the blues. Let's now put it into practice. We're going to do it from the beginning, including the first chord, into the second line. Get ready. Try it again one more time, taking it from the top, from the beginning. And now comes the third line of the 12-bar blues, which is a little trickier, as we remember, because the chords change on every bar. We're starting here with a new chord, starting on the 5 chord, and the way to play it on the harmonica, the 5 chord, is -4, 5. That means -4 and 5 together. And I'm just giving a side note here for those of you who are more familiar with music theory. The chord that we're playing here is not actually the 5 major chord, which is the D chord on a C harmonica, but this is actually a D minor chord. It's the 5 minor chord. But since this is blues music and we often mix up major and minor chords, and it sounds good because the blues is a little bit of a sad music, so this will sound great here as well. And this is the common way to play the 5 chord on the harmonica. It sounds great and it works. So after this disclaimer, don't worry if it sounded like Chinese. We are back to common ground. And again, the first bar of the second line, we play the 5 chord. Second bar, we play the 4 chord, 4, 5, 6 low. Then the 1 chord. And then the 5 chord again. This is it. That's all we have. So let's just practice it without the background music. And now let's do it with the background music. Here it is. Let's give it another round. Third line. So that was maybe a deep throw into the water. If you're still not getting it and you're a bit confusing regarding the chords, completely normal. There's a lot of chord changes here that we have to adapt to on the harmonica, and it's the first time you're playing it. So you can also pause the video and just practice getting it without background music first. And when you feel more ready, let's start trying to put it all together. We're going to jam through the entire 12-bar blues structure twice.